Facebook. I don't know.
We live on YouTube.
YouTube. We love y'all, man. We love y'all way more than Facebook. I'm willing to try to know before Facebook get here. Y'all are the number one, man. Y'all are number one.
Who's live? Who's number one?
YouTube.
We live on Facebook.
Facebook, man. Listen, man. Y'all are the greatest, man. You know what I mean? Y'all know me. Y'all support.
We got finally caught him today, man.
Y'all are the best.
Man, let's go to commercial. Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hottronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on Nacho Rap.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
We get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pop? What's up, Smokey?
I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they say? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when you get our job that night.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all actually won an award, the Boss Mag 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Y'all won for that media outlet thing.
Man, I don't even know.
Like y'all won. He didn't even know he won it.
What you say? Who was it?
You won the Boss Magazine 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Congratulations.
That's legendary. You lit.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Peanut, the CEO of Dash Resource. Man, I got my man Stack and Smed.
What's up with it? What's going on, everybody? This your boy Smedro in the building, man. We want to welcome everybody to the Legendary People Podcast. You guys, man, please go to our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, ring the bell notification. If you're watching this video after we record it, hit that like button and the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Just in case you're watching on Facebook and you go to YouTube, it's spelled exactly like what's right here. The Legendary People Podcast, spelled right. Not with the, damn it, Z for the T. You know how we do that. We get creative sometimes, but this is just spelled out the right way. The Legendary People Podcast. We want to start off every show by acknowledging our sponsors. Go to Sheik's for breakfast. They got the best breakfast in the city. Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. If you ever get injured in a car accident, call attorney Michael Wright at 937-222-7477. Make the right choice. TheShopArea.com. It's like the baby Amazon. Delivery is always free from the store to your door in 4 business days. TheShopArea.com. And when you want to get lit a little bit, get you some good old Kiara wine. You can contact Antoine Cunningham on Facebook. Antoine Cunningham on Facebook. Or Antoine Cunningham and the Kiara wine is also at More for Less. All right, you guys. So, man, make sure y'all stop past Sheik's and All Natural Grill, man. They are like literally amazing restaurants, man, that we all should frequent.
Yes.
We're at T-Shirt Kings, T-ShirtKings247.com, Gold for Your Mouth, and Camera King Studio, 4301 North Main Street, man. T-Shirt Kings, I got an amazing deal on shirts right now. 50 shirts for $250. It's $5 a shirt. You spend $250, you can make $1,000, or just sell them for $10 and double your money, get $500. So 50 shirts for $250, man. That's what we're trying to do. Income tax season, go for your mouth, of course. All right, so now Dash Resource, man. My brother Peanut Johnson, he teaches you how to get a big bag from selling stocks. So Sell Stocks, Not Dope is the name of the show. It's every Sunday on the Dash Resource channel on YouTube at 8 p.m. So Sell Stocks, Not Dope with my brother Peanut Johnson. Make sure you guys tune in every Sunday. This Saturday is the Her event.
Yes.
My brother Peanut Johnson is actually hosting the Her event with 3 other distinguished bros. So you guys make sure y'all pull up on the Her event. Peanut will tell you more about it during the course of the show, but I don't want to be long-winded. So without further ado, my brother Peanut Johnson, over to you.
Man, you bodied the promo section yet again. Bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, bro, I'm so proud of you, man. For real,
thank you, King. I appreciate that.
But like we say on the Legendary People podcast, you know what I'm saying? No story is more legendary than the other one. We just had Blackjack on here yesterday, man. That was a phenomenal story. Smith didn't know that was like my childhood best friend, so it was super dope to honor him with Smith. This is what this show is about. It's about giving flowers while people are still around. You know what I mean? Because I ain't trying to push y'all in there yet. You know what I mean?
This is good.
Wait. Is that Kiara wine you drinking or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's be all our inside joke, right? So without further ado, you know what I mean? We have, is it Akeisha? Akeisha
in the
and
building.
Katie and Lemon Cake. Sweet Drip Customs is in the building, man. Also, this is the Circle Talk Show. So, hey, how you guys doing?
Good to be here with you tonight.
So, without further ado, we'd like to find out the origins of our guests. Without further ado, where did y'all grow up? Let's go from one side to the other.
I grew up in Westwood.
Westwood? Oh, okay. What part?
Never Westwood. Residence Park. Across the track.
Bro. Bro. Man, she is the first pump fake.
She did.
Yeah, she did. But let me tell you, when I grew up, Westwood was always the other side of the track.
Right.
And, you know, we had this back and forth. But after I grew up, became a principal, that was the first school I was a principal of. And I fell in love with Westwood.
Wow.
Fell in love with Westwood.
So where'd you grow up at, Lemon Cake?
Well, sugar, I don't even know my hood.
Sugar.
What I got a hood? What's that? Like,
Where you from?
I grew up off Little Philadelphia.
Philadelphia?
Hospital.
That's upper Dayton View.
Okay, that's
Upper Dayton View.
Yeah, y'all classy over there.
That's why I'm like, what? She was tight for 2 seconds.
That's where I grew up too. Literally 2005 Philadelphia Drive.
What? Man, you from there? I can tell, man.
Damn, man. I don't deal with you, Nick. I don't deal with you lower. I don't deal with you lower Dayton views. I just playing. Yes, I do.
All right. Where did you grow?
I don't know if I want to tell where I came
Like, look, you done made it back.
Y'all just in the Philadelphia area.
Okay.
Like, I grew up in Philadelphia as well.
See?
So
Forest Grove, that was right on the corner where my house was.
Right here, Forest Grove and Shasberry, Kensington. So that's my neck of the woods. So I was like,
What a
right
connection.
there. Now, I wasn't on the Jewish side, like the Jewish community on the other side of Philadelphia. We missed that moment in our life, so we had to go down to the 2-bedroom.
Yeah, you like Litchfield.
Yeah,
you over in that area. Yeah, I used to walk that way. Yeah.
Walk that way.
Yeah, walk this way like Run DMC, man.
Oh my gosh, making bars off this earlier.
Yeah.
So, what was life like in Dayton? Like, so let's bring it all together. What was life like in Dayton around that time? Like, I was growing up. Was it good, bad, drugs? Is it a situation
My
like that?
childhood was amazing. So I grew up in Residence Park, but I would spend my summers in Dayton View.
Yeah.
My grandmother, that's where we were born and raised. My family stayed there, and I currently live there. So Dayton View was jumping in the summertime. I got away from Residence Park, going to church every day. It got to the View. Oh, it was amazing.
So, what was your childhood like?
Boring. No, just my mama didn't play. I stayed in the house all the time. But it was cool. I went to Meadowdale, then I went to Patterson, so I focused on cosmetology. That's where I met my sisters at. Then I went off to Central. And then...
So what school did you? I mean, so like, what was your childhood like?
So I was the youngest of 6 siblings. Like, I was a baby.
A
I
baby.
was spoiled. And I had an amazing childhood myself. Like, I have to say that. My mom was a single mother. But she was like Brittany's mom, like she didn't play, and it was just amazing. So I graduated from Colonel White, 7th in my class, and it was just a really good childhood.
Okay. Not to get too much out, but I mean, do you mind talking about one of the worst experiences from like childhood that you could think of?
What are the worst experiences in childhood?
Yeah.
Man,
Like the first one that comes to mind.
I guess for me, I got pregnant really young.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
At what age?
15.
15.
And like I said, I was in church all the time. And they kind of shunned me. And that was really traumatic for me. Because that was my family. I mean, we went to church Monday, Tuesday, choir practice. You know,
DJ Scano.
That was tough. Yeah.
Right. So, like, during that time, like, what was it, like, how did your family treat you compared to, like, your church family treated you?
Well, my mother, she was amazing. She never said one negative thing to me. I went to Colonel White too, and they looked down on me. You know, you're not gonna do anything with your life. You messed it up. You know. But my mother was amazing. My aunts, uncles, everybody. You know, they wrapped their arms around me, and it was a wonderful experience for me.
Let me ask you something though, which is to interject. I'm sorry, but. So let's say that you do have a young lady, okay? Somebody has a daughter, or they're in a community, and a daughter is, 16, and she gets pregnant. What do you say to her?
Well, because of my experience, I did everything. My first daughter, the one I had at 16, I did everything I could to keep her from repeating that cycle.
Right.
And so she had her first child at 19.
Okay.
And I lost it.
What?
You was upset with her?
Oh, I lost it compared to how my mother treated me.
Engage your mic.
Wow, so it was a complete flip and opposite.
Yes.
Keith.
I
her.
treated her.
There you go. Perfect. So we can see you
probably
good.
said some things that I really regret until I had processed it.
Well, like for instance, so I had my child early, right? So to me, like my child got a chance to grow up with me in a certain respect. So I had kids 10 years apart. So I'll see like my son look at me like, man, you was way harder on me than you are on them and stuff like that. But it's kind of true when you're like that, because I mean we don't have the proper tools at that juncture of our life.
But what should you say? What is the thing that you should say? Because you do want to support, and you don't want to say anything that you'll regret later, especially concerning your grandchild that's to be, right?
Yes, so the community...
I'm sorry, no, my point was just, but at the same time, you do feel like you need to say something to kind of, I don't know, like correct them in a way.
Yeah, but the damage has already been done. So now at this point, all you can do is kind of nurture them and guide them to be a good parent. Because like you said, we grew up together.
Right.
And
but what's stopping them from having a second child? Well, if you don't.
Wait a minute. So from your standpoint, I want to think about the first situation I had, like when Jay Cutler was born, right?
Yeah.
Her dad was like how you're saying is, he was like, you got to move out, you can't do this, that, and the third. Like, completely like cut her out. Like, it was like one of the most traumatic experiences like she went through.
I don't think that's right.
Like, during that stage of her life. So it's like, you go from, like your situation where like you had a mother that was like, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. While everybody else is throwing eggs in the house, she cleaning it up.
Yeah.
And then you have the opposite side of that. I think there has to be some type of medium where like you need to put all the work in at this point in stage before it happens. Once it happens, it's already there. You need to be there to support, because that's what we're here for.
Indeed, but
because you don't want to throw them out. You don't want to throw them out to the wolves.
You don't want to do that. But you do want to make sure that some type of lesson is, like, I don't know, man. Like, parents have to parent their child, and part of that is coaching them. And sometimes coaching can be a little rough. It can be, so you shouldn't turn your back. You shouldn't put them out. That's being too extreme. But the other extreme is your 16-year-old daughter is getting pregnant, and you just say, "That's what's up. Let's get this."
Well, my mother,
Let's get
she
ready
made
for this.
sure I went to school.
Like,
There was not going to school. She knew what time I got home from school, so I had to be home 30 minutes after dismissal. It wasn't no, I'm babysitting your kid while you go out. No, you lost all of that. So she was very strict about the expectation, but
Yeah.
she was there to support. So I
Mom
knew
was perfect though.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So like, would you say that, like, did you lack anything that you think, like, in hindsight, you know what I mean? Like, were you lacking anything that kind of led to that?
No, that was the best thing that probably ever happened to me because it slowed me down. It focused me in a time where I could have been totally distracted. Totally distracted.
Absolutely.
So I think that's interesting that you say that, Keisha, that I knew we had this same but similar but different experience about being teen mothers. But I guess I didn't know the other thing. I was just listening more in depth about your experience about being a single mom or young mom. I too was a single mother, and I'm like trying not to draw back the tears. I'm like, I'm too cool to be out here crying.
I brought the box. I
was eyeballing the box, like how far away is the box?
Yes.
But
I'll bring it as close as you need it.
Yeah, I was a single mother as well, and I had my
At what
son.
age?
I was actually 17.
Okay,
so
17.
Here I am, this like Renaissance student and like all-American student, straight A student, and all of my teachers thought like, wow, she's like that kid, you know, cheerleader, class president, and here I am pregnant. So it's my junior year, and I find out I'm pregnant, and I hid my pregnancy actually because I was embarrassed, and it felt like when you said they like really ridiculed you and shunned you, I felt like it was like the Scarlet Letter experience because here you are, this like class president, like she's this top of the class, but look, she's pregnant, and I didn't know how to manage that because the adults in the building were saying something different.
Right.
And I didn't have that support, you know, and one side of the coin, it was like, you're gonna be a stereotype.
Yes.
And so, you know, one teacher in particular said, and sorry if you're out there, I'm not gonna drop any names, but they're gonna let you through the front door, but they're not gonna let you through the back door. You know, I was on my way to college. You know, it's my junior year, was like the peak of my experience, and I had
What's that mean?
Huh?
What's that mean?
What?
They're gonna let you through the front door.
like they will admit you into college, but you ain't gonna graduate, kind of thing.
So it's like, it's this idea like, yeah, okay, you're smart, you know, you're gonna get in the door, but you know, don't expect to go out, you know, don't expect to graduate because you're gonna be a statistic. You're not gonna make it with a baby, you know. And so
did your dad live with you too?
Actually, my father was deceased at the time.
Dad
so he
passed?
was deceased. He
Jack.
died. Thank you. When I was 16.
Yeah.
So I didn't have that guidance.
So like that was a lot to be going through during that time of your life. I mean, because,
Your dad passed when you was 16,
Yes,
and then you end up being pregnant at 17.
absolutely.
What type of father did your dad? Was he in the house with you?
God, now y'all don't start bringing up this
listen.
father stuff.
Yeah.
These daddy issues. Oh God, bring the tissue this Bring the tissue to the
That's
middle.
a really good question because I was a product of an adulterous affair, and so
Oh, wow.
my father lived right around the corner from me and didn't acknowledge me. But it wasn't until I became a married woman with children and divorced that I realized that the root of my problems was right there in that moment of my father not being there.
Right.
And it's not this cliche, all fathers wasn't there.
Right.
When you start digging deep, you can find the root of your problems right now. And unfortunately, it, you know, it didn't show up until later in my life. But I'm glad that it did because I'm not too much older.
You have a son or a daughter?
I have 4 children. My son was 4.
Your first son?
First, yeah.
I mean, your son was first.
Yes.
Did anybody tell you anything? Did your mom ever talk to you about your dad, like the type of person he was?
It was a hit or miss. Unfortunately, my mom was like that mom that was like, yo, daddy ain't, you know, he ain't nothing. He ain't gonna ever be nothing. You know, that whole type of verbiage. But I knew bits and pieces. And I just recently discovered something about my dad, actually, that put another piece to the puzzle. Like,
what was that? What was that piece that unlocked for you?
Well, my father had a whole nother life around the corner. Like, he had a whole nother life. And while I was thinking that we were living family, mom and dad, you know, family, that really wasn't the case. Like, he was coming around the corner to play house.
So your dad did come through and chop it up with you guys?
He did, but I was a secret. I was kept quiet for a very long time because his wife...
Kept quiet to who?
To his wife. His wife couldn't have children.
Oh, wow.
So that, like, the plot thickens. Like,
But he could have adored you though for that reason alone.
absolutely. But see, he didn't assume his responsibility, and that's where my current hurt, came from when I got a divorce. Because I thought my husband didn't, accept, like, he didn't choose my family. He didn't choose me and mine.
Yeah.
He decided to go with the other woman. No disrespect, but when I look back, my father had a choice to assume his responsibility as a man and say, you know what, I'm not the only man who messed up, but I need you to accept my daughter. But see, that's a hard pill to swallow.
You know what? And like, and this isn't to make any excuse. It's not to make an excuse for your father. Not at all, right? But I think men get caught up in some crazy situations. And the way that America does things, this not to blame America, but we box relationships in to things that are sometimes unnatural. Like the way that sex is thrown around as recreation and it's always promoted. It's so exciting. All right. And then other cultures, the women understand that a beautiful woman or women period are goddesses, man. Y'all not just women. You guys are equal or even superior to men.
Absolutely.
But we're in this different type of backward shit where we feeling like, oh, the man is the strong one, the man is the tough one, he can do all things, but it's not true. And the women like the most powerful. Let's just take the sacred text of the Bible, you guys. All the greatest men was brought to a low from either the beauty or the temptation of a woman, starting with Adam, a perfect man right off the assembly line, could not say no to Adam. And this is what we're taught, okay? So this might not even be true, but I'm just talking about the strength of women compared to the weakness of a man. You got Adam, first off the assembly line, the first perfect man, perfect, brought down. Then you have King David, the most mighty warrior ever, brought down, okay, looking at a woman. You got King Solomon, the wisest man to ever live, could not overcome lust and going after different women, right? And then you got Samson, who was the physically most strongest man ever. Until it got to a point now, the Bible just had to change lanes and said, Jesus can't have no wife. He ain't going to have no woman. He ain't going to have nothing. Because if he do, it's going to be over for him. Right. So my point in saying that is, if Jesus couldn't manage a family, how much harder is it for your dad to manage a family? If Adam, the most perfect person, would disobey the Most High because a woman told him to do something, choosing a woman over the Most High, fresh off the assembly line. If they couldn't get it done, then if I can't get it done, it's not right. But I have to look at this perspective to say, damn, what is it about women that men can't control themselves? And I want to kick it back to you guys to give me an answer on what you think about that. Like, what is it about women that men cannot control themselves to either settle down with one or they abandon God for women?
That's deep.
I thought that's a loaded question.
Oh, wait.
Well, I don't know.
I'll piggyback on what you said.
Yeah.
I'm going to piggyback on what you're saying.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, what we learned is back in the day in the Bible, they had 30, 40, 50 wives. Now, these days, we're shut down to just one wife or you're
That's all you need. That's all you need.
I know, but I'm saying, like, they had us learning from the Bible where they had all these confidants and wives. But these days,
concubines.
Confidant.
You know what I mean?
Hey, they same. Hey, but confidant is right too, though. Real
How was
tough.
they allowed to have that many? And that's what I think. You know, people reading the Bible like, well, they had this many. Why we can't these days?
I think it's about discipline and respect for yourself. My husband, we've been together longer than I could probably count. And have we had issues? Yeah, I mean, because we've been together. I was 14 years old, so we grew together.
Right.
But once we said we are committing to one another, that's it. And when I say I'm committing to you, and you say you committing to me, that's it. And so,
But his love for you never diminished. Even if he broke the commitment, he's committed to love you.
and my family, because he never had that. He doesn't even know who his father is. And
Yeah.
he made a commitment not to do that. So he stuck with me and my kids. And he'll tell you, when I got her pregnant, I knew what I had. And I wasn't going to do her like that. And he did not leave me, and he did not leave his kids. And he's there to this day. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah.
But it's about the commitment. How committed are you to that? How much discipline do you have?
I think that's the key word.
Well, I agree. And he's great for that. You know, he is great for that. But there's such a high percentage of divorce, especially from infidelity.
Yes.
And infidelity with men are the people that's committing this infidelity, or whatever we gotta say, right? So, I guess my finish what I'm saying, bro. You feel me?
I got nothing to say, man. So basically, so back in 2013, you read a book called Manology, right? Lemon Cake. You did.
What?
2013, you read a book called Manology.
I read a book called Manology.
Yeah.
Who said that? A status?
You posted the picture of it. And everything.
Okay.
Let me see.
You ain't go to. I swear to God.
Please, you did some homework.
Yes.
Hey, lemon cake.
Bring her back.
I swear to God, you did.
Bring her back.
Yeah.
Bring her back.
Well, come on, just sharpen her up. Come on, tell her what it's about.
Wait, let me tell you, because listen.
Show her the picture.
I
read so many books.
Steve Harvey book. I tried to read Red Run and Tyree's book.
How many times we go through this, man? I swear to God.
I went and did some homework, y'all.
Yeah, we have to do that. We got
Let me see
to.
this.
In order
You
to
got a
keep the
screenshot.
conversation flowing, we have to make sure that we know our guests.
Okay.
You know?
Red Manology, who wrote it?
Well, what is Manology about? Peanut? Come on, man.
So,
Just
what
tighten her
Manology
up.
was basically like the psyche like behind men. So I was thinking it'd be a good segue. I thought because you read the book, or maybe you.
Please,
maybe
please.
all right,
But keep going. I might
all
follow
right, so to me, I thought maybe, you know what I'm saying, like you had some insight when it came to that, because in the book they literally are going over. To me, like, this book predates the Steve Harvey book. This book came out before then.
you. Okay.
But I
I'm
was
the
about to
worst
ask.
person about men, though. Don't ask me no questions.
Why?
No questions
Why?
about men. Huh?
Worst person about men meaning what?
Like, I don't know if my mama watching this, Lord Jesus. But, like, when I was younger, I was talking to an older man.
Yeah.
And I just feel like he made a lot of promises that he broke. Like, trying to court me, trying to build me into a woman too fast and everything. So, I feel like...
Well, how old were you?
I was in high school.
And
You was in high school. And how old was he?
And how old was he, Lemon Cake?
Let's say, because you asked, what was the question? What was your worst childhood experience or something you asked earlier? So that took me back to that. But I didn't experience that in the time as my worst childhood until I was a woman. Like, growing up, because then I feel like I shouldn't have been in that situation.
Yeah.
So I just don't, like, I rock with men. Like,
What was some of the things that he was trying to... First of all, why did he say that it was okay for you guys to be together? If you were in high school and he's seriously older than you.
I told you Tyrese and Red Run.
See,
I didn't bring up the book was called Manology. And I said I tried. No disrespect. And I said I tried. They didn't catch me.
But since we're in the real moment, go ahead, man.
Right. I'm just asking you, like, both of you guys had some type of idea or consciousness that this situation that y'all was in wasn't right. I mean, you being in high school and you're saying a much older man. Are we talking in his 30s? Are we talking in his upper 20s? How old was he?
Take a deep breath.
Approximately.
I mean, it's done and over with
Nah,
now.
it is done and over with. Oh, yeah, it's just now. He had to be in his late 30s.
In his late 30s. and you're in high school and you're a teenager at this point. Are you 18 in high school?
So this the story. Yeah, I'm in like a junior. So
Are you, so
like,
you 17,
no,
16, 17.
16.
Right. So all I want to tell you is like somebody that is doing that, they're that old, okay? When you're a woman and you come into your woman age or whatever, this is a different ball game. But you're in high school. This now we getting into something that is illegal, right? And I just think that somebody that's doing shit like that, I don't think that you can base your idea of all men based on this one person. I mean, I don't know. I don't know him, and I don't know if he cared about you for real or not. But it seems like he was doing something that was a little scandalous.
Yeah, so that's a whole nother story. We ain't got time for that. So, because now you got my brain working, I ain't got time. So anyway, so
as it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, your brain should be working.
Nah. For real.
Good looking.
I've got a lot of inside jokes.
Well, he gave me a point, man.
Yeah.
We normally take points from it. If any one of us ever makes any mistake on this podcast, it's immediately acknowledged by the other one.
Immediately.
And see in all efforts to embarrass one another in the public eye.
That's why I watch his like whenever you do like a promo on the front, I'm waiting for him to mess up.
Right.
Waiting for him to mess up.
Right. And as awkward as it might be, he basically just tells me.
But so like, what was one thing like you think could safeguard children from them running into a predator of that nature?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I just feel like if you do, speak up. I didn't speak up. Like I did. I felt like I went home. I remember what he told me. He told me some little slick stuff. Like, for real. He said, I like this girl, and I'll wait till she 18 or something. He said to me or something. And I went home and I processed it. But in real life, none told me to tell my mama. Like, I don't know why I didn't tell my mama. I did not tell me to her. It's just like, either give it to him or he's going to rape you. That's what my mind said.
And that's a real thing because girls are out there who feel like that or feel like they need to succumb to situations like that to advance or do better in life. I mean, whatever the reason is, but I think that's why we're doing what we're doing with the circle is creating safe spaces, especially for women. I mean, it's not just for women, but spaces where people can come and get mentorship and get older women. If you don't have that relationship with your mother to be able to reach out, but you have somebody, you have some level of support that you can say, look, I got this situation, because that's one of the things, and I didn't even get a chance to chime in when you asked about the advice, what would you give a girl who was in that same predicament? Because I didn't have that space around me to be able to have these candid conversations and teaching me how to be a woman. I had to go out there and learn on my own, which is why I ended up in the subsequent situations that I was in. So I would say that just having things like this, and it doesn't have to be the circle, but having a circle of women that they can trust and a safe space to be able to have conduct.
Let me cake, was your dad there?
That would be...
Your dad was there?
No, my daddy... Don't talk about Patrick. I'll bring back.
No, I'm just asking. Listen, you guys, look.
He wasn't there,
man.
though.
Well, if nothing else, you guys, let us all be sacrificed for the generations to come, okay?
Absolutely.
And so when the fathers watch these programs and they see the hurt and turmoil that happens when they're not around, that could light a fire underneath their ass to go and be a part of their children's life. Look, with my basketball program that I had with my kids, man, the fathers was around. Black fathers have a reputation, for abandoning their children. And when we hear stories like this, like, it's proof that it's true. Okay? But we don't hear stories about when the fathers are there. I don't like that shit. I don't like absent fathers because it's wrong. And the shit causes a ripple effect for generations to come. So you can't do that. Interesting situation. My daughter, who is a senior, who is a cheerleader, is pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Right now.
Right now as we speak.
Right now as we speak. And so when she told me, I took the approach that my daughter lives with me, by the way. Well, she did, but she's so upset with me right now.
Well, they're emotional when they're.
She is.
Her emotions are all running. And
they are. You know what I'm saying? But the way that I talk to my daughter is, man, I try my best to have my daughter understand that she is so beautiful inside and out, and how rare she is, that anybody that she gives herself to has to be worth it. They have to be worthy. Like, she is a catch. She's a catch for sure, man. She's a cheerleader. She's the homecoming queen. But even outside of that, just her personality is really bubbly, funny, goofy, and she a cutie pie. So she has kindness about her. She's not just no wild Irish rose. She's a beautiful person, man, you know, in both ways. And so I just like constantly give her, babe, you beautiful, you gotta, because I see that, yeah, and it's right. Like, I see some of the type of, she claims she's oblivious to this shit, but she's not. Doing too cute shit. Listen, you can't do these things. So I try to stop her in her tracks, but I'm her dad, you know. So, and she plays me as I'm just too old to understand what's going on right now.
I think, and I was having a conversation about this because we were talking about dreams. You cannot become what you cannot see. And I was in the classroom today, and they had a little book with a little black girl. Nice. And I told the teacher, I said, I never had a book with somebody that looked like me until I was in my 40s.
Yeah.
So if I remember the day I fell in love with reading. I was in second grade. Miss Klein gave me a Judy Blume book. Okay. It opened up so many possibilities for me. Yeah. What if that book would have had a little black girl with little nappy hair in it telling a story? Right. Yeah. What would that have done for me? Yeah. Right? And so when you talk about your daughter and how beautiful she is, you know, we're all beautiful. But they just start telling us that.
Right.
Right? So we got all of this other stuff. We got pop that, you know, and you got to be shaped like this and like this. We got to start telling them some different stories. And we can say it all we want, but they got to be able to see it.
Can I add on to that? I'm so glad. Like, I was like over here jumping out of my skin to hear you say that from a man's perspective, telling his daughter, because that you are giving her language when you affirm her, and whether it was when she was little or you just started, whatever your journey was with that, but that is so important, because that's part of my mission and message is teaching, you know, teachers and stuff about what we're saying, parents, what we are putting into their ear gates and eye gates. We are competing.
Yes.
But when you are starting and grooming your children from what, you know, when they're younger till they become an adult, you give them a baseline. So it doesn't matter what's happening outside in the world. They have something to go by. They need something to. That's what I have to relinquish myself as a parent. And what I've learned is that I have done everything that I know in my power. So if something like that comes up, I know that I can go to sleep at night knowing that I did everything that I knew I could, and I have to give them over to God, you know, and let them have their own walk. Because we all have to walk this thing out, you know, in life. So I was just really ecstatic to hear you say that you were giving her language. Because whether you know it or not, or whether she gives you any type of feedback on that, she needs to hear your voice at the end of the day. Because she's going to hear your voice.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, like, you know, like, it goes back into, like, the whole psychological, like, mind frame of it. Like, when we was younger or whatever, you know what I'm saying, it'd be somebody light skinned or whatever, they say, like, they got good hair or they look better than this. And then, like, it even goes back to, like, slavery for when, like, they had, like, just light skinned slaves compared to dark skinned slaves. Or they go back to that the white and black doll experiment where it was literally like a black girl they brought in there, and they was asking her, like, which doll would you like? She's like, the white doll. They was like, why? Because she's dirty, she's nasty. It was all the things that she's heard about herself.
Yeah.
And it was like, before she even formed an opinion of how beautiful she was already projecting that negative feedback
systematic programming,
Yes.
and they do that to
Man.
us all day.
Man.
If you Google a gang, all you gonna see is black boys.
Man.
Right? It's gonna pop up black boys, and we don't realize that they're programming us, but they have.
Do you know what's so cool about what you just now said? So look, I went to Wright State for a little while, right? And we had an assignment where we had to talk about something. It was some type of comparison that I was doing. So I did a PowerPoint presentation, right? And at the end of it, I talked about Second Amendment, whatever it is, the right to bear arms, whatever that is, right?
Yeah.
So I put up two pictures. I put up a picture of a bunch of white people standing out with their guns, brandishing their guns, right? Then I also put up a picture of a bunch of black people brandishing their guns. But the black people were dressed exactly how we normally dress. You know, even if we got on baggy pants, hoodies, we doing our regular shit, you know? And then the comparison that I drew was like, well, you guys might say, well, look how they're dressed. That's why we don't think. I said, but yeah, let's look at how they're dressed. We're dressed exactly how we're dressed, just like this white group of people are dressed exactly how they're dressed, but we both got guns in our hand. Do we have to go and put on some army fatigue type shit? Do we have to go and put on some type of like military apparel in order for us to be accepted with guns in our hands? No, we don't. We should be able to be ourselves and still be protected under this amendment to be able to live how we live, dress how we dress, and still be looking lawful while we're doing it. The whole fucking class was just done. It was a head chop. It was over. Because I said exactly what they was thinking. Look how them niggas is dressed. Right? I said, but yeah, look how they dress. They dress just like me. Yet I'm the person in class schooling all of you motherfuckers. Get on my level.
It's some hard conversations that
No doubt.
we need to have and get to the truth, because we can't move forward unless we just clear the table, you know.
Yeah.
Say what you need to say and
Say what you need to
move
say.
forward.
Yeah.
Let's move forward from there.
So, did you guys meet at Westwood Elementary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, can we tell that story?
Nice.
Because she be telling
Talk
me.
to me nice.
So let me
Tell it right.
She the
Come on,
foundation,
Lemon
but I
Cake.
was the little beginning.
Tell it right.
Okay.
So let me tell it, because she
All
be
right.
off for real.
Okay.
And Katie, she was there too. So this is what happened.
Katie's still the baby. I don't care.
Katie
Like,
the baby.
the only told me like she was the baby, and I'm like, she's always a baby. Like, oh.
So
what's
I
up.
was at Westwood first. Westwood was turned.
Word. Westwood always turn. Know that.
Turned.
Word.
We were.
She's like, wait a minute, what just happened here? Nah, I'm just
need that.
RP joker.
Well, no, we was turned. So they got rid of our one principal, and they brought. What's her name from Steve Harvey? Boss Lady in. They brought Boss Lady in one time, and it was cool. But I didn't understand Boss Lady, because Boss Lady wanted to tell you how to dress. She wanted to tell you when you can leave work, when you can't leave work, and then Boss Lady.
That's what boss ladies do, right?
Yeah.
Yes, please. And then Boss Lady, she also she didn't talk to you. She had somebody else talk to you.
Oh, one of them.
She delivered messages.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Like a kite. Like, yeah, hey. Like, go tell her to.
Right.
No, because that was her job.
Okay.
Everybody got.
This the new principal.
Everybody got jobs.
She new
right?
principal, and I've been
Everybody
there.
got jobs.
So anyway, moving forward, one day I'm trying to skirt out of work because
On the early side.
It
Oh,
was
you got, wait a minute. Y'all are working at Westwood.
As usual.
Yeah, yeah.
As usual.
That's elementary school.
I was
As
not.
usual.
Oh,
It was
and you were the
dismissal.
principal. Let's go.
Oh my god!
All right.
So
good.
anyway, I'm leaving
I
out of
love
work.
this, man. This
It
is
is.
the coolest
Wait,
thing
more.
ever,
Let's
bro.
go.
We not gonna put the person on blast because we love him, but he was like, she some go sign out or something. He said, I'm not about to go sign out. Sign out for what? Like, so I thought buck up my chest and go in her office. I did.
You strolled in there.
And I forgot what I said to her, but
What did she say to you?
So
There we go.
let me tell the story.
That part, it's a blur.
So when I came in, like she said, they were off the chain. And we needed a little bit of straightening. Just a little bit of straightening. If we don't straighten it, don't get straightened.
Right.
So she coming and going as she please. They doing whatever they please.
Right.
And it wasn't working. So I saw her leaving the premises before the end of the day. And so
What a class? Where you got a class?
I told the lead, I said, I'm not going to say anything.
Right.
That's your job.
Yeah.
Y'all work together.
Right.
Let her know that she needs to work to the end of the day.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to sign in and sign out so I can keep track.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother story. That we
Don't
could tell.
tell that.
That's another story we could tell, but we won't.
Yeah. We
And
there now.
And so she leaves, and I said, well, ho. So they went and told her, you need to sign out. Oh, she came through. I'm sitting at my desk working. She walks through the door and excuse me, what you talk? And I got up out my desk. And I said what I said.
Yeah.
Well, why you gotta have somebody else tell me? Because that's their job. I had people to do things.
I hated that.
And that's her job.
That bitch you out when
And we never had a problem.
No,
we've had
because
problems
you
since,
said, what
but
you
we
want to be
never
when you
had-
grow up? And I was 25 at the time. Like, what you mean what I want to be when I grow up?
Wait, time out. Man, you ever try to send me to what I want to do when I grow up? I need 5 minutes with you, man. You say, you grow up.
And that's how she was feeling. She was feeling like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's how she was feeling.
But I told her what I tell you. I want to be an event planner. And that's how we fell in love.
And I start feeding into her.
Okay.
From there.
Man, that is so cool, man.
That is.
Yeah.
You guys are teachers.
Yeah. But we were toe to toe on that one.
Look how amazing that is, though, you guys. Like, I don't see none of that. Only thing I see is y'all here together. Like,
Kicking it. Like,
man, y'all are really lit, man. Y'all gonna have an amazing show, man.
Yeah, and you'll
What
hear a lot
a-
more of these stories.
Man, what a
So let's get into
that's
that.
tough,
So
man.
you had a 5-year vision board for this to happen.
Yeah.
And you actually had the vision while you was at school, right?
I did.
Okay, so walk us through that.
Because, like I said, that's how we fell in love. So she ended up becoming more than a principal, more like a mother, like she my second mom. And then we got a whole team. It's more than just us, for real. We turned. So, for real.
I love it.
It's a whole circle.
It's a whole big family. But that's what we turned it into, a big family. Like, we was a family. We had disagreements and everything, but we was a family. And Katie was our sister, and we love on Katie. But anyway, so I did have a vision because Jada Pinkett had that red table talk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we need something like that. That's tight. I don't know. Everybody had talk shows, but I don't know why I felt like hers was just so tight. So after I started watching hers, I was like, look, y'all, we need to do a talk show. It's going to be The Circle. And I put it on the vision board with Oprah's picture and everything. I don't know if you've seen the little picture, but because Oprah be pouring into people sometimes, so we trying to get her attention, plug it. But, but anyway, so it started with that vision, and then moving forward to December 10th, the last year, we went on the vision board party to Chicago to visit our sister Reza. And anyway, so before we left, my friend Amber was like, we need to update our vision boards. And I was like, you right, because we ain't never do the circle. Let's take that off. Boom. And then the next day on the 11th, Katie like, whatever happened to the little talk show you went to do? And I was like, man, that's all right. We ain't never do that. I ain't dripped out the city and did other stuff. I'm not doing that. So she was like, no, because you never know if it's God's time. And you know how people be trying to stop all
Why
that.
you doing that voice? That's Katie's voice. Why you making fun of Katie? We always make fun of Katie, though.
That was the voice. That was the voice.
That's her voice, isn't it?
So she was talking all soft like that. And so I'm like, all right, Katie. So then we was turned that weekend. Monday came, got back to the city, and I was at breakfast, And my mentor, another mentor, was like, he's starting a network company or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, he said he need content because he trying to get on Roku. And Roku told him he need 5 little shows. So I'm like, if you need a show, look, I got something for you. This is what I want to do. And so he was like, if you serious, come meet my partner tomorrow. So I knew she wasn't going to come until I was serious. Like, she not about to put her name on that.
Not boss lady.
Not boss lady, right. It got to be serious.
Not boss lady.
No.
Right.
But good old Katie right here.
Right.
Katie right over
I
there.
called Katie like, look, Katie, we got an opportunity to pitch this idea to somebody. So she didn't ask no questions. And she was sick. Talking about, yeah, I'll be there.
That's another story. That's another story.
Oh, it went from sweet soft voice to, yeah, all right.
She was sick.
Sounded like a 13-year-old boy going through puberty.
Right. So anyway, she did. We went, pitched the idea to.
Where did y'all go to pitch the idea?
Actually, we was in this little. What was it in the? What is it? People
West
don't even.
Town?
Yeah, in West Town. People don't even know about this.
And where?
West Town, Montgomery County got a whole little thing in West Town that you could rent out space to have meetings, everything. It's nice in there.
What?
You fill out you need a job, go up to West Town, fill out an application. They got you. West Town, it was cute. But anyway, we went there.
Some fire.
Top pocket. Pitched the idea to his partner. His partner told us what the network could do for us. We told them the vision of what we wanted. Then ever since then, it's just been this, trying to get it jumping.
So was the inception of teachers with parents and community people together speaking on issues that are relevant to all. Okay.
Yes.
Nicely said.
Yes, we love it.
So you know
We
I've been
need you
posting
as a
about it.
guest, right?
All of you on there.
Yes.
So I'll be remiss to not ask y'all about the situation that happened at Opponents. Are you guys familiar with the situation at Opponents?
Yes.
So to me, I think that would be a really good topic for us.
And we've talked to parents that want to talk about that. And
Wow.
they'll be on the show.
So what are some of the things that so not to give away the show, but what are some of the things that they said? Were they defending the children, or was there anybody who was saying they better not put their hands on my child? Because that's kind of the era we in of can anybody stand on my child? Can anybody touch my child?
Right, protecting the child.
Yeah.
I think it was more about we don't know the whole story. You know what I mean? You know the whole thing. Never believe what you hear and only half of what you see.
Right.
You saw the videos on Facebook, but you gotta have context to go with the little clips. Yeah.
So
right?
you were a principal,
yes,
right?
I am a principal. Yes.
So I'm asking about the opponent's situation, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
Have you had a situation that was remotely close to any of this?
Have we not?
Whoa.
Then we say we was at Westwood. You remember?
Okay, now give us one.
Do the one when
do the
I
one
called
with,
you on the wall. No, we had a couple little incidents.
Okay.
I had the little wig on, the nerve thing. I thought that was gonna come off in the moat. You remember we was rolling around in the moat?
Tell us a story. No, you know enough.
I got she remember.
Lemon cake, you know enough.
Oh wow!
Come on, Lemon.
Which story we want to talk? You want to talk about that one?
Yeah.
Well, kids have issues, and a lot of times they fester outside, and then they come inside, right? And we have to deal with them,
right?
And so we had a situation where some females, and females, like you said, females are the strongest of the species, right? We cuddle you guys and let you think that you are the lead, but it's
man,
really us,
right?
And so girls, they're tough, and we don't let it rest. You guys, y'all fight and be dapping. It's over.
Yeah, let me talk about yesterday.
It's never over with us.
And me and the guest from last night, we were best friends in elementary school. We got to a fight, and we were friends by the end of the day.
See, not females. We're constantly plotting something else. We never let it go. We never let it go. And so these chicks, they were fighting in the building.
Okay.
We gonna fight after school. We gonna fight at home. We coming back. So they fight, and they going through the halls, and they telling us they're outside fighting. So we have to run to the fight.
They like cats, literally.
Oh my god! And then they friends in it. And then they had like 5 siblings. The little one in kindergarten jumping on the SRO's leg and like he was like, get him off. I mean, it was bad. The neighborhood, we in Westwood.
Right.
That's a tight-knit community.
Yeah.
You can't come in Westwood and do nothing, so... it was a free-for-all. We rolling, trying to break them up. We in the mulch, and it was her wig was to the side. It was bad.
So, is there a proper way of restraining kids while they're engaged in any type of stuff? Because to me, I wouldn't want to be around kids in that instant because I may be stronger than I'm thinking I am grabbing on a child.
Yeah.
So this is one thing that I would say. From my experience, and I can only tell you what I know, not what I heard. I think it's about the relationship.
Okay.
Because I can look at my kids and they know
Get that look.
what I mean, right? So if you're engaged in a fight and you come out and they see you, it should be a level of respect for them to say, we gotta stop,
Right.
And you like stop, okay, so we don't have to get down and dirty with it. But if those in the climate is set, then we don't do that. We family, we don't do that. Right. But if that does not exist, then you start getting what you got.
Man, I gave this hypothesis before, and I think we should use this narrative, and it's going to fix this situation, right? Yeah. Because girls fighting girls, to me, I think they shouldn't be fighting. Like, girls are supposed to be, I'm not saying supposed to be all women are different, of course, but I'm just saying.
A girl can run away and she's not a punk.
Right. Exactly, right? So if a girl beats another girl up.
A girl can run away and she's not a punk.
Yes, wait, look. Because listen. The girl,
that's you just.
Wait. The girl who wins the fight.
Where are you from?
Wait. The girl who wins the fight lost the fight because she proved she was more masculine than the female.
And to me, this is what I tell my daughter. Okay, all of you guys, look. You are a woman. You are a girl. You are a young lady. You don't have to fight anybody. And if you want to avoid a fight, it doesn't make you look bad. Yeah. The only person that you would look bad to is an idiot because you avoided a fighting situation.
Let me chime in on that,
but,
right?
But
as adults, we're having that conversation. But think about when you were young, when you were their age, did you have that type of self-control?
No, you don't. But
did you have an understanding of your emotions? You're talking now philosophical. You should be able to. But at that age,
but if we don't teach them that, then how can it ever happen?
We have to have yes, I agree. We have to have those conversations.
Right.
We have to have therapy. We have to teach them about our emotions because black people don't talk about emotions.
Right.
We don't talk about emotions.
Right.
Especially women.
And so that was my only point to say that look, if you are a woman, and this goes for any young lady that ever watched this show, if somebody wants to fight you and you don't want to fight them, it's perfectly okay.
Yes, it is.
And you are no less of a woman at that point. But if a man challenges me to a fight, and I decline to fight, you could look at that, I think, more. You could look at that more as a subtraction. As a subtraction.
Man challenges you to a fight.
Right now?
Yes.
I would say it depends on the setting, but for the most part, I think that I would have. I would probably have the control to say no.
Wait, listen. All right, so
but if he punches me or something, then I gotta fight this motherfucker.
No. I have a story that encompasses both sides of this.
Yeah.
So it was one time in my life I was scared to fight. You know what I'm saying? And the way the Lord makes you, he wants you to be strong. He gonna make you be the man who you supposed
Come
to be.
on, let's talk.
So I was scared to fight this dude, man. And,
yeah.
We was playing basketball at Roosevelt.
Yeah.
And we playing basketball and he hacked me real hard. Like, man, what you gonna do about it? Like, man, whatever, punk. Like, I'm gonna leave. He followed me for blocks, pushing me, trying to egg me on the fight.
Yeah.
I still didn't fight him, but listen, we go to school together. So the very next day, he has a class with my sister. So he's talking stuff to my sister, like, man, that brother a punk. Like, I don't fought people for my sister. I just didn't want to fight then. Like,
Yeah. It was something about it you didn't want to fight that day.
I didn't like my chances.
Yeah.
So my sister go off like, well, we gonna fight her when we on the bus later.
Yeah.
So I'm on the bus. I'm sitting in the back of the bus. I come probably. So it's like, watch y'all kids on these buses, man. It was a girl sitting on my lap. You know what I'm saying?
Oh!
You was busy, man.
Yeah, I was busy.
What she have on, bro?
I mean, she was dressed appropriate for
Okay.
What
Turn up.
I can see I had my baby real quick. Later on in the story, no spoiler alert. I had a baby. Like anyway. So just the way the Lord made it, my sister get on the bus, the dude get on the bus.
Yeah.
He's here on the LA bus. I'm in the back of the bus. I just wanted this. Ride home, get off the bus, go home. That's all.
Yeah.
With the girl on your lap.
With the girl on my lap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she get on the bus, and I guess she can't see me because it fills the back of the bus first. Like all the pop kids go sit in the back first. So she's like trying to look for me, whatever. So I don't know what's going on, but somebody text me and said, "Hey, bro, I was in class with my sister today, and she arguing with old dude." I'm like,
Yeah. Here we go with this bull stuff.
So now my heartbeat.
Yeah.
Now my
Hey,
heartbeat.
the Last Dragon. Y'all remember the Last Dragon? Was showing up. I went to the dad's place and busted up everything. You gon' fight me now, Bruce Leroy.
Now look. All right. Now look. So now he get on the bus. My sister was like, "What's that?" She said, "My brother, he on the bus." So he's like, "Man, I'm trying to find yesterday. He was scared." I'm like, "Man, I ain't worried about you." Then that third, my little sister, all 4'7" of her,
Yeah.
walked up to this dude and punched him in the face.
Yeah.
Oh.
Before he could punch my sister, I was in his ass. I couldn't even think about being scared.
Right. You knew what was going on. You had to get to it.
To fight, but that just goes to show, like the sisters be straight to it, like straight to it, hands first.
Literally. That's a bar.
That was a sister, man. I love you, sisters,
Man, no doubt.
But yeah, so I mean, why are girls like that? I mean, like, is that more or less like how they raised with like? Because I was raised with like my sister could slap me, but we're not out here girls. Like my mama.
Well, that's part of it though, man, because like a girl getting into it, like even if she lose the fight, even if she doesn't fight, she has no loss in this situation. The only person that thinks she lost is a ratchet person whose opinion really don't count because you
all women count.
got our
cancel, man. All women count.
All women.
They do.
All women.
Shout out to Ratchet.
But I never said when I see a girl if I see a girl getting beat up, the girl that's beating her up, I just think like you're
barbarian.
You're a barbarian. You big barbarian, babe. There you go. Not to get canceled. Come on, Ace.
All right. So, like, do you guys feel like maybe people should adopt my way of thinking that the girl who wins the fight really loses the fight? Would that solve things?
Yeah, I agree.
Because now we got to tap into this whole masculinity and femininity.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
That's a whole other
So let's talk about you guys' experiences with toxic masculinity. What's another term for hyper masculinity? What's another term? AKA fuck niggas. Fuck boys.
I think it's I've had a lot of experience with it being in my role professionally.
Right. So like, at what point do you see somebody turn into because you seeing kids in the early stages? What part do you see them start to transition into something that is like unsavory at the end? You know what I mean?
Very young, from the beginning.
Okay.
It's there, and it evolves because of the relationships that they have. Okay. And it, of course, their first love, it starts with their mother.
I was just about to say that kids, you used to say it all the time, kids live what they learn. They learn what they live.
Yes, it starts right there. Mm-hmm. It starts right with the relationship they have with their mother. Mm-hmm. And if they don't end up with a positive female relationship, it's downhill.
That's a whole other conversation. That is so true because I have 3 boys, and that is so important. And I'm constantly unpacking and constantly being cognizant of that because I have a desire that I do not raise man boys. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. But yes, that is very true about having
or a baby boy.
So like, do you have to have like a certain edge to your parenting when you're raising a boy as a female? Because like, if you're being too soft on him, then maybe he'll turn out a way that maybe you don't desire him, or she'd be hard on him, he's turning out to be hypermasculinity. Is there a... what's the formula?
I don't know the formula, because I was just having this conversation with one of my other girlfriends, and I was just, like, pouring out my heart, talking about that, being a single mother, raising 3 boys, and I have a girl. I have a 17-year-old, 15-year-old, and 2 set of 6-year-olds, a girl-boy set. So I have an older boy that's 17, and the second one is 15. And so, I mean, their father is in their life. You know, he, you know, a good dad or whatever, but just being the primary caregiver in the house, I'm constantly borderlining this space of too much masculinity from you as a woman, and then it's like if I'm too soft and too feminine, then you have this, like what you're saying, that then he comes out on the other end. And so, and I just, that is, it's a line that you have to constantly be in tune with. You got to be in touch with it, really. You can't just be on autopilot. You have to be an intentional parent, and that's a whole other conversation in the circle that we're going to talk about as well. Because now more than ever before, like I said, their father is in their life, but I think he's more of an alpha male. And then if it's not balanced, being in 2 separate homes, it can easily be imbalanced. And create these spaces in men that, you know, like what we're talking about. So I just think that just being more intentional about what you're doing as a parent, I think that's important. And then you as a woman, because I'm on that pathway of being cognizant of my femininity and my masculinity. Because I've had, you know, conversations where it's like, well, you're too masculine. It's like, how can you say I'm too masculine when I have to be the head of my household, where I have to be able to do some things, and that puts me in that space. You know, we talk about, let's go down the list of things that's masculine.
That's a whole other
you know what I mean? I mean, we can go on and on.
No, girl, keep going. It gotta be Sunday for you to preach, girl. Keep going.
Tasks of things that that's a masculine behavior, that's masculine behavior, then you think like, okay, it's imbalanced. So it's like it's a line that you have to, it's a thin line, but the bottom line is that you just have to be intentional. That's
you
it.
do.
Are you living an intentional life?
So I'm a firm believer that there's truly beauty in the struggle. Every single, I mean, if we go back to the Bible, everything in there, it always starts out with some type of sacrifice. Something always has to. In order for you to get to the next level, there has to be some level of giving of yourself or some type of sacrifice.
A lot of sacrifice.
So when you are a mother trying to raise a son, right, to me, I feel that they still need to feel a little bit of that coldness. Because when you don't have that, you're not ready for the world. Right. Because the world is trying to kill you. Like, if you sleep outside too long enough, you're going to freeze to death. If you sleep out too long somewhere else, you're going to die from heat exhaustion. Right. The world is trying to kill you constantly, not to be morbid or anything like that, but you got to put armor on your kids to be out here in the world.
So I like to call that fake struggle. I was just having this conversation with my 17-year-old. We don't have to always throw our kids out in the streets for them to have that struggle, because I don't have that desire. But I agree with you. There has to be some type of armor, some type of barrier that, you know, is keeping our kids protected and safe. So it's a fake struggle for me. It's like I don't give my kids everything, you know, and I make them work, you know. It's like that. How do I earn? That's the conversation. Don't come to me. How can I earn this money? So, you know, so again, that's that intentional parenting piece, and just knowing that. I mean, everybody that, you know, they don't know that, and so if you don't, you know that when you do, what they say, you know better, you do better, right?
You do better, you do better, yeah.
I think from when I was raised, it's totally different now, but you still have to have that edge with them. You have to have some edge with them.
Absolutely.
Because now the society, everybody gets a trophy, you know, participation trophy. Right. No, you have to work. You have to work. You have to sacrifice. And so, yeah, it has to be some type of edge there. Don't ask her because
Lemon cake is here to look smooth and just
she
drip out during
she
the whole
let
interview.
Brookie get away with everything. Brookie run the house with
I don't
her.
have that sit the fuck down type
Why
of
not?
I don't.
See, Brookie runs
My baby
the
just stole
house.
4 lashes from me today. Like that's why the glasses is on because she stole the lashes. And I said, Brookie, why you still don't? Because I wanted to. And
So you don't have
And
to
she
do
like,
okay.
thank you.
And you don't have
But
to.
you told her to speak her mind. Did you teach her to speak her mind like that?
Who, Brookie? No, she got this on her. I don't know what God blessed me with, but Brookie is a force in her own little self. Like, and I don't. She my baby, so it's just and like okay. So her dad not in her life, so I don't know if I baby her because he not in her life. So I give her that you cute.
Take up for
But but do you have the foresight of what you're gonna have to keep up with? Because I've seen this happen in multiple instances where you'll give, and to the point you're saying, man, this child is spoiled.
Oh yeah, we don't go in those stores. You can't get a doll. It's bad.
Where do you think you're gonna taper this off
I don't know. That's my baby. Why I gotta like?
Because your baby one day is gonna be an adult.
I know, so I'm trying to.
I'll tell you this.
Listen.
This is what I think about, like, for instance, so I always talk about, like, Ray Ray, which is not a real person, fictional character that we all agree that it's somebody.
Everybody know
So
Ray
shout out to fake Ray Ray, not Ray Ray. You know what I'm saying? But Ray Ray is the boy at the gas station when you got the car, and he's, hey girl, and you say, no, I'm not interested. Well, you did, you all, blah, 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 blah.
Ooh, that's right.
Because he has not experienced no.
Yeah.
Don't give my baby no.
Your baby gonna get hella no.
Right.
No.
Because the world
Hella
gonna
no.
say no.
Because the world they gotta be ready for the world.
Yes.
I'm telling you, this is something I had to learn myself. I'm talking to a mirror. I'm telling you.
And so my daughter, my oldest daughter, so I had her when I was 16, and it's like a baby doll. And my husband was always giving, you getting this and this, and she was my mother's first grandchild, you know.
Yeah.
And every time she made a mistake, I tried to fix it. She would get in trouble in school. I'm going to school to I'm going to sit with you, make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. I never let her fall. And then when she got 18, the game is off, right? That shit is illegal now. It's not you getting called from home. It's illegal. It's against the law, the things that you do. And she had to deal with that. And I always felt guilty about that because I didn't let her go. I didn't let her go.
So what were some of the things that, like, you noticed that she struggled with? Because, I mean, like, you were an adult also. So, I mean, like, you can look at it from the bird's eye view. A girl, by your age, and I got to quit doing that. I got to stop doing that as a parent. Like, But to me, I want to tell my son he about to turn 18 on the 12th of this month. And I always say, at your age, I had a child. I'm sitting here having to deal with this. I'm doing all this while still raising you. Like, you're literally half my age. And it's like, when are you going to get the fire underneath you? So what was one of the things you saw her struggle with the most?
I think the whole authoritarian situation. Look, she laughed because she the same way. She the same. You can't, when somebody, you can't respect authority.
Where's that coming from, though?
Give into authority.
Wow.
Nobody gonna tell me nothing. Yes, they are gonna tell you something.
So are those two things handcuffed together? Which, like, if you spoil them, they'll probably have an issue with authority later.
She spoiled me.
Do you have a problem with authority?
Yes.
Can't tell me nothing.
Yes.
I'm spoiled.
And on one hand,
but we're seeing that in kids more often now.
Yes.
Like, not just for her, but just kids in general.
Okay.
Like,
yes.
It's across color lines. So.
Yeah, there's no line. There's no levels to it. You know, I'm gonna say what I want to say, do what I want to do.
And I think that's it right there. It's boundaries. I think this generation, we're moving away from that. That boundary is blurred. And so when I think about some of the most best moments of my life as a young, child, is my mom would be like, she would create that boundary in the car. Kids say in the back, you know what I mean? Like the music change. Like there's no boundaries. And kids don't understand when kids walk up to your conversation, they just button your conversation.
Mama would have knocked me in the washer and dryer.
My daughter say that all the time. Ain't no big mamas no more. Ain't no big mamas. See, it's GG's. It's GG's.
Look, big mama is extinct. Yeah, she's extinct.
But they lose it when the grandkids come though.
Excuse me.
So when grandkids come, for real, because I don't have that. So I go to my mama for Brookie, and she ain't got it, but she would knock my head anytime. And then here come Brookie, and it's just it's different.
So I'm hard on my son. I'm not rushing you to get there, son, but you'll get a chance to put it in cruise control with the grandkids.
Yes, that's your problem.
I need my mama to control her.
Because you gotta be a grandfather.
He is a granddaddy.
Here we go. Right on time, man. All right, so we're going back into the conversation, right?
Yeah.
The Smith's downstairs working on our legendary time machine that we're telling you guys you can donate our Cash App for. But so Smith, what's it like to be a grandfather now? You know what I'm saying? Like raising a grandson.
Yeah.
And you were like authoritative when it comes to your kids, but when it comes to grandkids, you take the cool, you know what I'm saying? You kind of cool your jets a little bit. Why is that?
Well, with my grandson, he's only one now, right?
He's amazing.
But I plan to be stability for my grandson. So, I'm not gonna be necessarily soft on him, because I see right now the trend. Like my son and his wife they just loving on him a whole lot, and I see that he probably is going to be spoiled because they want to make sure that he good,
right?
And I just want to just be somebody that he can just get some strength from. Sometimes telling somebody no right now, it might make them angry at you, but it'll be at least a little bit of reality for how the world can treat you. So I think that we should also offer this balance. Like if they're going to give him everything, I might not give him nothing. But if they giving him everything or nothing, then I would give him everything. I just got to kind of just bring balance to the situation for him. But man, he is I see nothing but greatness. I definitely have a vision for him.
So Lemon was saying about like whenever she don't want to split a baby, she gonna drop off like grandbaby. You know what I'm saying? Like grandma's house, like girl, come on, drink this Kool-Aid with some extra sugar in it. Like,
yeah.
I just feel like that. Like I don't know. My mama needed. She did a good job with me whooping my ass. So why she can't whoop hers?
So where is your baby gonna get the discipline from?
I gotta toughen up. For real. It's with me. My mama yelling at me about that now.
So another thing we asked on another podcast, is the village gone? Like, remember it takes the village to raise a child?
Wow.
And what do you think the reason why the village is now no longer instituted, besides us not having a big mama no more? Cause big mama can still go to the club, big mama still got her, big mama still look good, big mama got the BBL, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to the village?
Because they walking by Daquan. Like, that is not my kid.
Right.
No more, like, helping out the mom with the kid on the floor because you scared because the mama going to get up and smack you or pull out her gun. Do something crazy.
So is that the reason? So is that the reason? Because when did we come across to the point where can't nobody say nothing to my child? When did we abandon the village?
Yeah,
I mean, it's deeper than just can't nobody say nothing to your child. It's the people who you've actually given authority to over your child. Once they exert that authority, you want to pull the reins in. Like, a teacher can't say nothing to your child. A coach can't say nothing to your child. A neighbor can't say. Like, nobody can say anything to anybody's child. and including the parent. Like the parent can't say anything to their own child, lest the child calls the police on the parent, and then now it's a different situation. So, like, man, we living in a different time, man. You know.
Yeah, the whole building.
Jay Castro days, when we 18, boy, that's a domestic dispute at that point. Ain't child abuse, boy. You better start your fight before Saturday.
I think our the issue with the village is our community institutions. So they have destroyed them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just think about
It happens.
what did you guys go to the community
Roosevelt.
centers?
I went to Roosevelt. And with the Roosevelt, flipping them.
Yes.
Flipping them, because this would be
Yes,
just like he was my dad.
Yep. So those community centers,
Yes.
you know, all of those people around, your family trusted them, right? And then you had the churches. That was a whole nother group.
Yeah.
And then your community. On my street, if something, I would be at anybody's house. We would eat dinner there. If my mom didn't make it home in time, I knew I could go up the street.
Right.
And so I think now, and we talked about the female having all of these masculine responsibilities.
Yeah.
You know, we working all the time.
So nobody's at home having conversations.
And the
with their
kids
partner.
are raising themselves on these computers. And so that's the
TV and terrible radio and terrible music and terrible,
and it's
like,
a manifestation of their behaviors.
and I'm telling you, the reinforcement of what I'm gonna openly call evil. I don't care if nobody don't agree or not. Like, some of this stuff is treacherous that our kids. So one of you guys said that our eyes and our windows are the
ear gates.
They are like, man, those are the windows to our soul, man.
Oh, yes.
And all of these different things that are coming into our body, right? If our body is a container, this evil stuff is filling up into the point where it spills over. And when it spills over, the spilling over is the actions that we're taking. We desensitize to all of the different violence and terrible things that we listening to, man. The kids are getting a full diet, a steady diet of this. And then it's basically getting reinforced by their friends that's listening to it. And if they didn't hear it, they say, damn, you didn't hear that? You didn't hear that evil? Oh, man, bro, this is the best evil you ever heard in your life. You got to hear this. And so, I don't know, man. Like, until we get real, until we stop, like, some of this stuff has a cover, man. It's like got this cover of coolness that is giving it leeway in order to basically be able to live and thrive. And the kids, like, for example, you can't get somebody to condemn weed. Okay? You can't get somebody to condemn music, because if they do that, then it's kind of like they ghetto pass get revoked, and that's the main thing a nigga don't want, you know? But the problem is,
You can't swipe nothing with that damn card.
all of these things, bro. If we took off the backward glasses, man, we would understand that the true house nigga is the person who is leading us into destruction, into captivity, into this slavery and bondage of what? Prison.
Yep.
All of the trap. I mean, bro, we brag about being in something called a trap. Like, bro, that is, like, seriously, man, that is a for real problem. Like, you shouldn't be saying these things. But you say it with pride. It's the exact opposite. If you do say it, it should be in secret. But you're saying it, like, as loud and proud as you can, you know? And, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know what the overall solution is, but I definitely think that men could help a lot more. You know, like women teachers, man, you guys are holding it down a little bit, but there is a lack of balance there. Like, you need both. You need fathers in the home and fathers in the school.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when we can get this balance, man, you know, we would see that the kids would basically have, man, a little more respect for consequence. Paddling and all that type of shit when I was in school, man, that shit, it does seem brutal. It seems brutal. It seems brutal, and it might be, but
It was the fear of knowing you.
It's not even the paddle itself, right? It's the fear of that you could get paddle and the embarrassment and the hurt that you get from that to make you make another choice.
Right.
You know, I don't know, man. You know, but the circle talk.
Yeah.
The circle talk is going to bridge some of these gaps between.
Man,
Yes.
I can't wait, you guys. So when does the circle talk? When does it start? When does it start, Lemon Cake?
2022.
Get off my page. I
Look, I had to look that one up.
So come on, Lemon Cake. When it start? What we
No,
doing?
we do air our first episode in March 2022.
Yeah.
And right now we're shooting our first episode, so just look out for it.
If you ever need help with research, let your boy.
Man, most definitely, man. I want you guys to be our sister show, man.
There we go.
I feel like y'all are y'all are perfect for this situation. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
If y'all need any type of just help, whatever it might be, you know, lean on us. Whatever it is that we got, you can take things from our show, apply it to your own. You know, and that way, and things that you guys have, you know, man, we can come over there and get some of that good stuff too. Like, you know, just work back and forth. But the main thing is for us to make sure that we just creative together.
And that's what we were talking about, Katie, right? The collective impact.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we share what does Amaha Selassie say? He say that we share we all have a shared future together.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so therefore it's kind of like what benefits you ultimately benefits me.
Absolutely. Now
I
that. Yes.
Yeah, man, real stuff, man.
So I'll ask y'all a question. So, what is your vision of success? Because me and Smith got this before where it was like, at what level of success are you like comfortable? Because I remember when this was my vision of being successful.
Yeah.
Now I'm there and it's like I'm breaking new ground on something new. And for women that are this accomplished,
Yes.
what is the level of success to you now?
So it goes back to what I said earlier, because my dream was to be a teacher.
Okay.
I didn't see anything outside of that, because that's what I saw. I saw teachers.
Okay.
But then when I became a teacher, then I saw people that looked like me that were principals.
Okay.
And then I saw people that looked like me that were superintendents. And then I saw people that looked like me that had their own schools.
Wow.
So you got to keep just looking, right? And so, and being around people that are supportive. This circle supports whatever I want to do. Whatever I want to do, they are there to support me. So we just gonna keep dreaming big, and we're gonna keep seeking out things. Because whatever the height is, we haven't even seen it yet.
I hope you guys see yourself as I see you.
Yeah, like I got the glow.
Y'all are like, oh my God.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you're like looking in awe, like
yeah, man. I
met you up at Ace, and you've been cool ever since. He was my mentor because I asked him to be my mentor, and he reached out like he said he was gonna reach out, and he tried to teach me about the stock and everything.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah, but nah, I mean, you know, I'm just impressed all the way, man. You know.
And I just think if we keep doing things like this, we will find our village.
Put the village back
together.
Let's put the village back together.
Because our people understand that all too much, and naturally things will begin to push back together. You know, because we come from that. All we're trying to do is go back to our roots.
For our grandkids and the future
generations. And begin to align. Like, that's exciting, but we know that when the enemy always try to come in and cut the head off, and we know that when they cut the head off, the body wanders. So we gotta get that. We gotta get that.
Y'all. I mean, just being consistent, man, and not appreciating the small victories is a problem. You know what I mean? Just look, you guys. If we got 5 viewers, or 3 viewers, or 1 viewer, it doesn't even matter, man, because what we're doing is just a process of building and building and building and building. So just don't be discouraged by anything that you may meet and you feel like, damn, people don't even think we're cool. Nah, it just takes a little more building. You know, things that are really worth it take a little time. You know what I'm saying? So you value it right.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, I'm with you guys, man. Butterfly.
Yeah, so here on the Legendary View podcast, got a thing called the Butterfly. Something I found in the course of my research that I found truly profound and amazing. Just the way y'all come in here, like I said, y'all have this like I said, we were blown away when we said that you were teachers, like, because y'all have this like rock star like appeal to y'all about where y'all feel like y'all were meshed together.
Did you say rock star?
Y'all don't understand. She been riding on that.
It's like if y'all were to tell me like y'all were singers, I would believe y'all. If y'all were to tell me y'all were anything in the facet of this entertainment,
exactly,
you guys have exactly what it takes to get to the next level.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
Just for y'all to have that vision, like you having a 5-year vision board, and then having that moment of saying, "I'm gonna take it off," and then you have somebody that has an angel whisper in their ear to tell you,
Come on, say that. Because that was confirmation.
And then for you to have, you know what I'm saying, like a tumultuous situation with her like originally, but you having that kindness in your heart to say, you know what, I was wrong, my bad. That's the type of person I would want to be teaching my kids. That type of foresight to know how things are supposed to be structured. I want that for my kids. You going through that past and everything you went through is something that's going to benefit that little girl that you're going to save yourself through what you're doing. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all are unequivocally legends.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I mean, funny, Peanut used the word that I just wanted to say to wrap it up in one. It's just like, man, I'm really proud, man. Like, when y'all come on our show, man, it validates what we're doing as a program. Like, you guys added something majestic to our show. Like, when I look at y'all, like, all I see for real, I see like 3 queens and it's period. And y'all are teachers. Teachers are the most intricate part of the building of a society.
Absolutely.
Like, you guys are doing it for real. Teachers should be paid.
Oh my God!
Just as much or more than any. And the great teachers. This was a point that I had thought of. Like, had I known that you guys was teachers when y'all first came in, I probably would have approached you all different.
Yep.
But y'all are so approachable, cool is the word, that I feel like you guys are perfect to be relatable to the kids.
How do you think our students?
Man, for you to be a principal,
More than a principal.
any child is comfortable to come to school with a principal like you.
Absolutely.
And that's why she had so much success as she did.
Man, as you guys as teachers, you guys are relatable to the students. They like, It you know, you don't want to go to school to a teacher that's just so mean and so outdated that you don't feel like y'all don't share nothing in common. You don't want to listen. You're bored. You're distracted. Attention deficit disorder is in full effect. So we need every teacher to be as relevant as they can to the students that they teaching, man. And that is what you guys are, man. Y'all are just like, man, wow,
the
man.
attention deficit syndrome. We got.
I'm already
Yeah.
Look, I can't wait till we get the car.
Don't give this man no point.
Yes, that's good.
He said the village.
We're gonna bring that village back.
Here we go.
Man, we definitely can.
Everybody be leaving the
Part 2.
You know what's so cool though? The part 2 will be on the circle talk. We gonna come and just chop it up with you guys on y'all's thing and bring our audience over to you. So that way, you know what I'm saying, we can base collab on stuff, man.
Absolutely.
That'd be fun.
As we should, for sure.
Man, you want to pay some bills real quick?
Man, hey, you guys, look, man, Sheiks for breakfast, Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. If you're ever injured, call attorney Michael Wright, 937-222-7477. Make the right choice. TheShopArea.com is like the baby Amazon. If you're going to order something online, check with them first and see if they got it. Delivery is always free from the store to your door in 4 business days. When you want to get lit a little bit, get you some Kiara wine, man. Contact my bro Antoine Cunningham, Kiara wine, on Facebook, or go to More for Less and get that there. T-Shirt Kings, go for your mouth, and Camera Kings, T-Shirt Kings247.com. Go for your mouth.com.
Man, you ain't put a neck brace out this time.
Nah, we gonna do that. We gonna do that Monday, bro. We gonna bring it back, man. You know. But man, my brother Peanut Johnson, you know, man, the great Peanut Johnson, man. He teaches you how to get a big old bag, man. You know, like something that's truly honorable, man, is when someone adds value to you, and that's what Peanut Johnson do. He teaches you how to get money from investing in stocks, and he walks you through it step by step. If you've never done it before, he makes it easy, very easy, man. Hold your hand all the way through it. So sell stocks, not dope, every Sunday on the Dash Resource channel. Peanut Johnson, 8 p.m. on Sunday on the Dash Resource channel on YouTube. You guys like, subscribe, ring the bell notification, and then now we want the queens to take us out with words of wisdom. So you guys, come on, Keisha, come on with the principle. You feel me?
Oh, wow.
Start us off. Man. Start us off. Let's go.
We can always circle back.
Yay!
The circle talk. Circle back with the circle talk, baby.
Well, like he said, we do want to bring the village back because I think it's really important. You had us talking about, you know, childhood memories and going back, and I think that's really important. So we want to bring the village back and support. We want to love on our people. We want to love kids. We want to work to improve the future. And we really appreciate you guys, and these ladies are amazing, and we're gonna bring it to the circle.
Let's go. Lemon cake.
Yes, sir.
Cake.
I just feel
A woman of few words.
A woman of few words. I'm so cool, but just dream, put the vision down, keep your vision, and watch it through. Period.
Yeah.
And shit on all your haters.
I love it.
Kate, what you got? Kate the Great.
We bring back the village. I just want to leave you with a quote, one of my favorite quotes by Frederick Douglass. It's better to build stronger children than it is to repair broken men.
Let's go.
Let's start the work. Let's start the work right there, building back our village.
Okay,
Man,
where
we
can they
good.
get y'all content? Find y'all on.
That's me. So, follow us on The Circle Talk Show on Facebook. On Instagram, they be changing my name so many times. On Instagram, it's The Circle Let's Talk About It. You can write us on Gmail, email us at The Circle Let's Talk About It. If you got a topic, if you want to be on the show, if you want to be a sponsor, get a little ad space.
Man, I look at they sponsor stuff. I'm kind of jealous, man. They got $35 packages.
Yeah, I seen that. They had that shit too. They women. They organized, bro. You feel me? Yes, man. Ain't nothing like
Take y'all to school.
real.
We got Candy Burrs, Jada Pickett, and the lady from Married to Medicine. That's why.
Yes, sir. P, what you gotta say about what? Cops. What? What'd you say?
Cops and shirts, cops and merch, man. Legendary People Podcast. Legendary People, Legendary Stories, baby.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, we love everybody. We gonna see you guys Monday. We got a whole slew of hosts guests.
Oh, man, you bad now, man. You get us cancer.
Nah, I was gonna say host. I made
Pull
a
your
mistake.
card out, man. Pull your card out, bro.
He thought I was about to say a whole slew of hosts.
Yeah, you did say that.
He said host.
Man, host.
Host.
H-O-S-T, man.
It's plural, so it be hostess. It would just be like.
What? Man, we out of here, man. You guys, we'll see y'all Monday, bro. Hey, Super Bowl, the Bengals, we gonna bring that thing home, man. You know what I'm saying? We might as well, bro. Don't get. Hey, what one thing that I do want to tell everybody, man, don't start saying like if we get there, that was good enough. No way, man. We gonna get to it, do it, pursue it to get through it, and do it, man. We gonna win that thing, man. Win it, man. We not satisfied with nothing less than the best, man. The Bengals gotta come through, man. So let's go.
This man a point, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, we out of here, man. See y'all Monday, man. Man, hey, man, check out the circle. Yeah, we out of here.